Episode 10, A Decision in Making. After Dr. Oliver and Natasha's departure from the clinic, it was already past 11 p.m., so everyone decided that it was best to call it a day and return back tomorrow for the decision, what they were going to do. Regarding the travel to Shaolin Temple, Sawyer informed this to Lewis regarding the current situation and then asked Lewis to come to the clinic the next day. Earlier, Sawyer used to stay at the clinic till the evening and wait for everyone to leave, and then he would leave to his room near the clinic. That was arranged by Alex before all these. But after Alex's incident, Sawyer have been staying in the clinic and sleeps for few hours inside the security room, although he hardly sleeps nowadays. But today, after finally knowing what is the reason of Alex's state, he found some peace in that Alex can be saved made him very much happy, and because of that, he finally tried to sleep for few hours, remembering the times when Alex saved him during his sickness. Alex, you saved me by motivating me, giving me courage to live, and giving me work to do. When most of the people at the Rumble Club had given up on me back then, at the hospital, and yet, here when you are in need of help, I cannot do anything. But don't worry, Alex, soon everything will be back to normal. You will wake up and I will help you. I must do it to repay my debts. Saying this to himself, Sawyer finally let his eyes close and then tried to sleep. On the other hand, Debbie, Lindsay, and Marianne, along with Alex's mother Flora, were inside room 1. Debbie was near Alex's bed and she too finally fell asleep. Her hands were still holding Alex's right hand and she rested her head near Alex, although Lindsay asked her sister to sleep in the couch, but she ignored and felt asleep near Alex holding his hand. Kendall, Sophie, and Selene went to take rest in the other rooms in the clinic. Here, Lindsay and Marianne were talking with each other, and Flora was working on her iPad. Flora was busy with some business models and she paid no attention to what Lindsay and Marianne were talking about. Lindsay said to Marianne,
"So, you are handling both wine and healing powder business now?"
Marianne replied,
"Actually, we have lowered our wine business and started working on the healing powder, but after an accident we lost the formula. Alex did make another formula, but after the fire incident, we have lowered our production of healing powder and increased our wine production. We are at top in the market when it comes to wines here at Baltimore, but our products are even exported out of the country. And all because of Alex, it was possible to make variations in our product. He have improved the taste of our wines and have given many ideas to our R&D team. He also helped the company to grow in other areas like hiring new talents. Overall, he was involved in most of our works. And what about you? I heard he had some business with you and David's company,"
asked Marianne to Lindsay.
"Yes, indeed,"
replied Lindsay.
"He saved David's company, the Fidelity Group. The Fidelity Group and our father are involved in many business together. Some raw products are taken from us to the Fidelity Group, and I have been involved with the business matters of our company on behalf of our father. Also, I don't know if Alex have informed you or not, but after your production of healing powder was halted, Alex came to me for production of a new healing powder. We named it Omega Healing Ointment. In short, the Fidelity Pharmaceutical is currently working on the testing phase and it have shown great results. Also, this is a confidential information, so I hope I can trust you with it."
Lindsay said it with a firm look at Marianne.
"Of course, you can. I know why Alex hid it from me and others in our company, because during those times, even our closed ones came to be a traitor."
Marianne, remembering how it was her assistant who was the one that betrayed her and Alex for Riley.
"I hope both these healing powder can change the medicine in upcoming days and make revolution in medical history,"
replied Marianne. Agreeing with Marianne's words, Lindsay said,
"I hope so."
Finally, both of them also tried to rest on the couch they were sitting. Flora couldn't sleep, and seeing Debbie near Alex, she took a small clean blanket that was in the shelf and put it on Debbie.
"Poor Debbie, she has been through a lot and yet she is willing to give everything for my son. Haven't seen anyone with this much dedication and love to cure someone. She did everything to find a cure, but she never think about herself. It has been all about Alex. Now I understand why my son chose her instead of the money and family wealth. Debbie is really priceless."
Saying these to herself, Flora went out to take fresh air and have a look at the security people. Meanwhile, in the Four Seasons Hotel, Don and his sister were impressed by the rooms they were provided with during their stay. Even David, Rose, Nellie, and Celeste were impressed by the luxury of the rooms. Each room at the Four Seasons is designed with comfort and elegance in mind, featuring plush bedding, high-end amenities, and beautiful decor. The hotel's staff also goes above and beyond to ensure that guests have everything they need to feel at home during their stay. With its prime location in downtown Baltimore, the Four Seasons is the perfect choice for both business and leisure travelers. In the morning, Don woke up early and informed about his situation to the principal and that he will be taking leave for a few days because he and his sister have come to visit Alex to the hospital. The principal already knew about the incident from some other security guards, and Alex was at the hospital, so it was commendable that he understood Don's situation and granted him the leave he needed. Everyone at the hotel woke up and went to have some breakfast. It was an exceptional dining experiences for everyone. The hotel's chefs use only the freshest, highest quality ingredients to create delicious and nutritious breakfast dishes that cater to a variety of tastes and dietary needs. Whether you prefer a hearty breakfast with eggs, bacon, and toast, or a lighter option like fresh fruit and yogurt, the Four Seasons has you covered. And of course, no breakfast would be complete without a steaming cup of coffee or tea to get the day started. Everyone quickly had their breakfast, and David called a Uber to pick everyone to the Woodside Clinic. David said, "I think we should not call the limo for now and go in a Uber because Lindsay said we need to get to the clinic early. It is already 8:20 a.m. and I'm sure Uber would be our best option to get there fast." Don replied, "It's all right if she called us early. We should be leaving early." Even Rose, who have never even gotten a Uber, agreed to go in one.
I don't mind it. It is better we go there as soon as possible.
So, in few minutes the Uber arrived, and everyone hopped into it and headed towards the clinic. When they arrived in the clinic, they could see all the people were already discussing something serious outside room 1 in the sighting area. When David, Don, Daisy, Rose, Nellie, and Celeste joined, Marianne briefed them about what Dr. Oliver said.
We need to go to China to find 2 masters who have practice and knowledge about Kai, and as per the instruction, convince one of them. We're both here to check on Alex's condition. According to Dr. Oliver, Alex have depleted his Kai, or in scientific term life force, of the body, and this is the only way to wake Alex up.
Sawyer added, "I've already decided that I will be going, but with me I need one of you, because there will be various tests which needs 2 people sometimes before getting to meet both Master Lee and Grandmaster Yang."
What? A grandmaster?
Celeste asked Sawyer in surprise. "Yes, you heard it right. But Grandmaster, we need to meet him and somehow convince him to come here and to treat Alex."
But don't you think that is too much to ask for?
Celeste asked in a shaky voice.
If you all don't go, or are afraid to go, I'll be very happy to go and convince the Grandmaster with my life,
said Debbie, interrupting Celeste with confident and desperation. "No need, Debbie. I will go with Sawyer," said Don to the group.
But brother, how will you pass the tests that will be put in front of you, and you even don't know how to speak Chinese?
Asked Daisy to her brother in confusion and fear. She didn't want anything to happen to her brother, so she was worried. "It's okay, Daisy. I will give everything to pass the tests, physically and mentally, to the tests that will come in front of me. This life I have now is all because of Alex, and I owe him my life because he was the one who saved me from being killed. You do remember that, Daisy, don't you?" asked Don to his sister, trying to make her feel a bit secure from her tensions.
Yes, I do remember that, but I thought if I could have some time with you in our new stay, it would be nice.
"Don't worry, I will return soon, and you don't need to worry about me. I have Mr. Sawyer with me. He will help me if I get into trouble," replied Don to his sister. "Don't worry, Daisy. I will be there with Don. And about the language, I know some Mandarin, which will definitely help us," assured Sawyer to Daisy and others.
Okay then, you guys can take some rest. I will book flight to China for both of you, and you guys pack some necessary things required for your time at China,
said Marianne to both Sawyer and Don. As she said this, she also looked at the flights available and the timing of the flights.
Uncle Sawyer, there are some direct flights by the evening which are available from Baltimore to Shanghai, Beijing. I believe that will be very efficient and will be no headache to travel on direct flights.
"That will be great," replied Sawyer.
Also, I will give you my credit card and will arrange the money required for this travel. Both of you can have some USD and Chinese yuan so that it will be more convenient to travel where there is no electronic payment.
"That will be very helpful, Marianne," replied Don. Don knew he had not much money with him, and hearing that Marianne will pay them their expenses, he was filled with happiness. So everyone went inside the room, whereas Don went to get some travel bag and some other things after. Marianne handed him 5,000 USD. Sawyer, however, wasn't worried about anything else, as he was a simple guy who had minimal requirements. He stayed in the clinic as it was just 10 a.m. Also, Lewis had just arrived to the clinic, so he started to explain everything to Lewis and hand over the security role to him. The episode ends with all the people discussing about what will happen with Sawyer and Don during their travel and about the tests that is required to pass to get to meet the Master and Grandmaster.